Hey guys, my name is Christy and this is my Crafty Country. If you are new here, thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoy this channel. Make sure you hit like and subscribe before you leave. In today's DIY, I'm going to be using one of these envelope signs from Dollar Tree. And I've had one for a while and just could not figure out what to do with it. So I decided I was going to do the Dollar Tree vinyl covering on it. So I had to pry it apart so I could do the back easier, and I decided to use the black and white buffalo check. I did put down some of the Elmer stick glue on it before, because like I had said before in previous DIYs, I don't necessarily trust the permanency of the vinyl. So once I get it on there, I sand off the edges, and then I do the same with the front piece, only I use this glittery silver. And there again, with the glue, I've used that glue sticks, or I've also used Mod Podge, so either way works. Just some added support. I do make sure to use my Cricut spatula to smooth out any of the air bubbles, and then I go around and I sand off the edges to just get the excess vinyl off. And then once I get to the top of the envelope, where it's a triangle, I cut a slit in it just to make it easier to access one piece on one side and then go over and do the other side. So once I have that done, I am able to glue it back together. When I go to glue it back on, I make sure just to hit those edges. That way, if I do want to use this for, like little notes or anything, it's still accessible. Now I'm going to put a gnome on the front, and I got him off of that Christmas sign. And I used the Christmas sign for the shape and just kept my gnome back. I keep all my little pieces. That way, if I just about always find a use for one of them. So I do the same thing with his hat and his feet. I just cut the vinyl the way I need it and then apply it with some glue and then sand off the edges. Now with his hat here, I just kind of had to ballpark the front of it, like the curve that goes over his nose, because obviously I can't just trace that, but it worked out pretty well. So I get it on there, smooth it down, and sand away my edges, and then I need to cover the red part of his outfit under his beard before I move on to the boots, because I decided I wanted to paint over the red part. So I just used the black Waverly chalk paint and a fine tip brush and just took my sweet time and went in between the notches of his beard, I guess. Notches, that's what we're going to call it today. So I just went in between those and covered it with the black. And then once that dried, I was ready to cover the boots. And I decided I wanted to make his little feet, his little shoes to match his hat. So I cut out little circles out of the vinyl, and same thing over again. Time is standing still as I let go of your cold hand. Eyes are wet, but lips are dry, and all the things we'd planned. Now that my little gnome is all dressed, I am going to do the edges of the envelope and the edges of the gnome. I just go around it with black chalk paint just to kind of give it more dimension, and I think it makes it look a lot better. And then I went around the envelope and I touched up some of the parts where the red from the original envelope still showed, where I screwed up on putting the vinyl down, and just put a little black on there and you can't even tell. Now this love word also came off of a sign from a video I actually did yesterday, so I'll link that below and you can just go back and check that out. And I glued that down and then put some hearts on it. And then this ribbon that I'm going to use as a hanger, I actually got at Dollar General, and it is adorable. Just glitter, sparkly glitter. It may have been with the Christmas stuff, but that is all it takes. Just loop the ribbon around and hot glue it down, and this little guy is done. I really hope you guys enjoyed this DIY. This one is my hands down favorite Valentine's DIY so far. So if you enjoyed it, please make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe and hit that bell notification. That way you get notified every time I upload a video. Thanks for watching, guys.